So everyone is talking about the Hurriquake.
Yeah, the Hurriquake.
It sounds like a movie, by the way.
That sounds fake, but it's real.
It sounds fake, the Hurriquake.
Yeah.
Okay, so Southern California sheltered from Hurricane Hillary, which actually did make landfall as a hurricane in Mexico on Sunday.
Oh, wow.
And it hit California as a tropical storm. But it also had a 5.1 magnitude earthquake the same day.
It's like
so there's the epicenter right there. So it was just northwest of Los Angeles.
It's
I believe Ojai.
Double whammy.
Do you say, is it Ojai? I'm not well-versed in
California
talk, but I believe it's Ojai. And then the seismologist, Dr. Lucy Jones, told NBC News that it was the first time they've had a 5 since 1932
wow,
in that exact location. So, okay, so here's a look at the route that it went, the little track here. The orange is showing you the tropical storm force winds, and then the smaller, brighter color in the middle is
I was reading about how
force.
if that storm would have landed in California as a hurricane, it would have like flooded this ancient lake bed with like it would have been like a crazy deal.
Stuff.
Like that's wild.
And Hillary was the first tropical storm to cross California in 26 years, which probably makes you think, well, what about us? Well, take a look at our tropical development.
Oh, there's a lot going on
in the Atlantic. Now, I will say I put this up just before our show. The National Hurricane Center does put out their 11 o'clock advisory, so this could be a little bit different.
It's slightly outdated.
Yeah, so definitely check back at noon for Lauren Routen. She'll have your full forecast on that. But
storms.
We've got a lot. So, but the good news here with this, okay, so you see that X there in the Gulf of Mexico. That is going to be heading towards Texas, not looking to mess with us at all. The 3 tropical storms that you're seeing. They also should not be affecting us at all.
No factor?
Yeah, Emily and Gert will remain out to sea, and then Franklin is going to bring heavy rain to Hispaniola and Puerto Rico, and then recurve out to sea. So thankfully, we're not expecting any disturbances, and even that X all the way close to Africa there. Right now, models are trending to where we don't have an issue, but hurricane season lasts until November 30th, everyone, and it peaks September 10th. So just make sure that you have your First Coast News
We're
app.
close to peak season. Yep, make sure everybody's prepared. There's all kinds of stuff that you can do out there. Make sure you have the app to track, all that.
Do you have a hurricane story?
Yeah, I've got some pretty good hurricane stories.
Right?
So yeah, I used to live at the Courtyard Apartments over on King Street and what is that, like Oak Street, and they're on the same grid as St. Vincent Hospital, right?
Oh yeah.
And so when storms come through, you never lose power. And so everybody would come over to my apartment and like just hang out for like 3 straight days. And you watch movies, do whatever. We never had to worry about losing power.
That's nice.
And then when hurricane, I think it was either Irma or Matthew came through, and we had this huge party in the backyard, and well, we were supposed to, and then we were just watching pine trees dance like all night. Never lost power though. It was wild. It was pretty good. What about you?
My biggest one was covering Hurricane Matthew when I was working in Charleston, sleeping at the station on for 24 hours. Everyone's evacuating, and I'm going to work. So
yeah, folks don't understand. Like, it's 12 on, 12 off whenever the hurricanes come here for folks like us. It can be very, like...
Right. So I will be putting on my meteorologist hat if that time comes again. But really quickly, we wanted to tell you about this, too. It's so cute. Over 3,800 baby sea turtles have hatched so far at Ponte Vedra Beach. We've told you that this is the time of year. I think it goes till October. Is it May to October? Atia Collins covered this really cool story on Sunday.
Yeah, it's amazing. So, guys, when you see the sea turtles out there, this is one of the things that, like, everybody here goes to the beach. When you go out there and you see it's roped off and you see the little dunes, just leave them alone.
Yeah, leave them alone.
Like, the sea turtles they're very fragile little creatures. Like, let them do their thing. Yeah.
Like, especially if it's at night and you have a flashlight, you want to make sure that you use a red light, which we've learned.
Yeah,
so that's pretty interesting.
The day. Like, that's great.
And they can have, each nest can have up to like 100 eggs.
See, now that's the part I didn't know, and that's a lot of eggs for each one of those. So, like, seriously, it's really important when you're walking around. There may be 100 eggs in that little mound that you're walking by, so it's kind of important to leave that alone.
Yep.
That's pretty crazy.
So there's still some that could be hatching, so be careful out there, guys. All right, well, sticking with our ocean theme, I learned how to surf.
What?
So cool. I was a little scared at first, but I learned with the